My name is Pro, and this is the Old School RuneScape blog news post dev team update. Old School RuneScape news. Again, my name is Pro. The new Leaks 4 is coming out November 15th, and it's going to be huge. This year, we got our advent calendars before Christmas time, but this one is a little different than leading up to everyone's favorite holiday season. This is a different kind of Christmas. This is Leaks 4, and every day leading up to Leaks, they will be dropping a new teaser every single day from November 2nd all the way until Leaks 4 launch on Wednesday, November 15th. They will be revealing some stuff out of the blue, and some will be anticipated like relics. And I have the first 3 teasers right here. The first being the fact that you will be able to pull up the task log and resize it in-game. It will not interrupt your actions that you take in-game. Basically, you're going to be able to do activities like fish, agility, even combat, looking at your task log if you want to look at something. When previously, it closed once you started a new action. And the second teaser is a new relic called Trickster. Trickster will be a relic that lets you burn up to 9 logs with 1 game tick. You won't fail actions that have to do with thieving, agility, hunter, and firemaking, which will be all the skills that have an extra attribute with this relic. I won't go into detail now, but soon I will be making a video going over all of these teasers so far. And we will be getting a combat buff to either range, mage, or melee, and this can't be undone, so think long and hard about this one. You can see all of the reveals on the Old School RuneScape Twitter or X page. Link will be in the description. It's going to be super fun, and I hope to see you all there. There are all kinds of really cool outfits, ornament kits, emotes, and fiery teleport animations. It's going to be really cool. The age-old question, fancy boots or fighter boots? What will you choose? Well, now you don't have to. I don't see how this is even a question. It's always fancy boots, but the devs have given us a middle ground for this. Jagex account holders will no longer have to pick a side. Instead, they can make their way down to the Stronghold of Security and get themselves some fancier boots. The fashionable but viable footwear combines the vibrance of fancy boots with the rugged sturdiness of the fighter counterpart. On the subject of boots, they have also made it easier to grab new ones from the cradle of life. You're not allowed to have more than you are now allowed to have more than 1 type at a time in unlimited quantities, and they're storable in your costume room's armor case. In addition, there's no longer will be destroyed when dropped. It's not Halloween anymore, but we still have a vampire on the loose. His name is Count Check, and he's going to be going around Gielinor checking everyone's account to see if they have a Jagex account and a bank pin, unless you are an ultimate Iron Man, because you don't have a bank. Count Check will offer you an XP lamp. If you don't have a Jagex account and a bank pin, he will give you advice on how you can protect your account. Once you have done that, you can find him in Lumbridge and claim your lamp. That's if you haven't gotten a lamp from him before. Forestry Part 2 was released recently, and since then the community has been giving a lot of feedback. We don't have to worry about any more changes though, because they really want to improve what's already been added to the game, and you have to give them credit for at least looking into a lot of things wrong with the game and making those changes as time goes on, at least recently. Alright, so moving on to the changes for Forestry Part 2. First up, we have padded spoons adjustment. You might have seen the unique mining training method involving padded spoons on social media. Padding spoons will now provide crafting XP instead of mining XP. Apparently people were just crafting the spoons and getting mining XP. I don't know, just mine shooting stars. And the XP per craft has been reduced. Next up, we have beehive updates. You can now obtain sturdy beehive parts from the beehive event. Use them to craft a beehive in your player-owned house. Release the bees and let them roam around your home, adding a touch of charm to your POH. Poacher's event change. To prevent griefing, foxes and poachers will no longer spawn indoors in the Sears Village Church during the poaching event. Apparently people were just closing the doors and you couldn't open them once you closed them in the church, so they couldn't, if you were on the other side, you couldn't get to the event because it was so many people trying to get out. Anyway, other forestry tweaks. fixed a bug where XP bonuses from the felling axe didn't stack as expected with the lumberjack outfit. They removed tea-related mentions from the leaves description, so we don't get confused about teas because they took that out. Updated the description of Twitcher's gloves. The iron felling axe typo has now been corrected, and the lighting campfires will now always require at least 1 log. I guess that people were lighting fires with 0 logs. Okay. Now I want to do a little more of a deep dive into the teasers. First off, in the day 1 teaser, you can see that you can resize the task menu while you're playing. But not only that, you can see some of the tasks that you were supposed to do. And not only that, but we can see that you get 450 XP from catching 1 lobster. That will probably mean that the starting XP boost will be starting at 5x, and I would assume moving up to 10x and then eventually 15x. Number 2, we have the Trickster relic. You will automatically pickpocket your victim twice, and you can never fail when doing this. I'm pretty sure I saw something about getting agility XP just by running around the map. If you move more than 2 tiles in 6 seconds, you will receive an XP drop. You can burn up to 9 logs with just a single click, and you cannot fail any of these actions and any of these skills whenever you're using Trickster. Number 3, we will have combat relics again. You will pick a combat relic, either melee, range, or magic, and these will give you a major boost in the style you pick. So you're really going to want to think this one through and try to figure out what bosses or maybe like what raids or just what activities you're going to do, because the first time that I played Leagues, I automatically picked magic and I kind of regretted it because I could have benefited from range or melee way better. Again, I will be making a video going even deeper into these relics, but for now, subscribe and let's move on to number 4. With the number 4 teaser, we know that clue scrolls will be dropped as stackable boxes. Drop rates will go from 2x, 3x, 4x, and 5x. Slayer points will be 5x, and superior rates will be 1 in 50 instead of 1 in 200. And minigame points will go all the way up to 8x. You can find all of these teasers every single day at the Old School RuneScape Twitter page or the X page. I will have a link in the description, and I'm going to be making a video on the first 5 very soon. And if you were completely confused about everything in Leagues, click on this video right here to find out exactly what you need to know if you don't know anything about Leagues.
In my bed trying to see my dreams manifest. Look at that, now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice. I was bad like Mike. Now I'm good like Kendrick said, boy, we gon' be alright.